Hello, everybody. This is Aeon coming back to play a little bit more Magic. I've been on a Magic kick, as I've previously said. So, we're doing it's a casual modern league. It's not I'm not doing the competitive right now. I'm not feeling competitive at the moment. But this is just kind of something fun. Going over the deck, I'm playing Green Black Elves. It's a little bit of switch up from the traditional elf lists. The main thing you're going to see different from most other elf builds is, or at least the green black elf builds, is I'm running 4 copies of Steel Leaf Champion. I'm going to show the preview pane for anyone who doesn't know what a Steel Leaf is. I don't see how you wouldn't, but Steel Leaf Champion, 3 green for a 5/4. Steel Leaf Champion can't be blocked by creatures with 2 power or less. So I've had a couple people question me about why I'm running it, because this is basically identical to the list I run in paper. A couple small differences, but this seems to work better on MTGO's meta game. My local meta, I have a few tweaks in it, but anyway. So with this deck, this is not your Abzan Elves or your Green White Elves. This is meant to be more of an actual aggressive beatdown list. It can't go with like the infinite Azuri combo like the green white can, but it can consistently throw out large chunks of damage without having to do that. With that goal in mind, that's why I really like Steel Leaf Champion in the deck. Um, Worst case scenario, honestly, worst case scenario, you end up having to play it on turn 3, but it's a 5/4 on turn 3. A lot of times it comes down on turn 2 if you actually have them in your opener. Collected Companying into 1 or 2 of them is absurdly difficult for some decks to get past, and it also helps with resiliency against some of the things that normally kill elf decks. Specifically like Anger of the Gods. A lot of the red 3 mana mass removals, or 3 damage mass removal spells, Steel Leaf Champion just stands through them. And he's also pretty hard for a lot of decks to block. He's also great in the mirror, because when your opponent's playing a bunch of 1/1s and 2/2s early game, you drop a 5/4 that's only going to get bigger the more you play the game. But other than that, it's your standard thing. You got your Nettle Sentinels, Landmore Elves, Heritage Druids, Elvish Mystics, Dwine's Elites. 3 lead the Stampedes, because I had to make a concession somewhere for the Steel Leaf Champions, and I honestly feel that lead Stampede is okay at 3. 4 Elvish Archdruid, 3 Azuri Renegade Leader, 4 Shaman of the Pack, which is the entire reason you go into Green Black to start with, and then of course it wouldn't be Cocoa Elves without 4 copies of Collected Company. In the sideboard, I've got 3 Fatal Push, which is just silly good against most things. 3 copies of Thoughtseize, 2 Nature's Claim, 3 Shaper Sanctuaries. Shaper Sanctuaries has done really good for me against burn or things like that want to be targeting my small elves to help keep me from building a resistance to them. It's not perfect. It is not. There's probably a better card for the slot, but this is what I've been running. 2 Abrupt Decays, and then 2 Reclamation Sage. Reclamation Sage would be better if I was running Court of Calling, just because I could just go boop and just, pick it. But it still works really well. So let's go see how we do. Alright, everyone, so this is going to be the first game of our casual Modern League. So I've got a 1-land hand. I have an Elvish Mystic, 2 Nettle Sentinels. So a lot of the times people will... Elves runs relatively few lands. We need a little bit of fixing with black, but if you push every 1-land hand you get with elves, you're just not going to get good hands, if that makes sense. So I think I keep it, because if I go turn 1 Elvish Mystic, if I draw any other land in my deck, I can go, well, not any other land, almost any other land in the deck, I can go turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion. In worst case scenario, I'm just dropping 2 Nettle Sentinels on turn 2. So I think I keep this. And we are also on the draw, too. I didn't mention that, so we're going to see another card for our opponent. Oh, Goldraz Assassin. I'm going to be honest, I did not see vampires coming here. I mean, I guess it's casual league for a reason. Okay. So I missed my land drop, so we're going to go ahead and Elvish Mystic. Which, we're still fine. We're still not in a bad place. Next turn I can go Nettle Sentinel, Elvish Mystic, and then play Steel Leaf Champion on curve. So Goldra's Assassin's very interesting card. I think he actually, as he levels up, he just destroys things. I can't remember if he deals damage or just destroys. So opponent's gonna go attacking, I think. Oh no, okay. Heritage Druid. Um. Huh. So let's go ahead and play Heritage Druid. Play Nettle Sentinel. Pass turn. Now the Goldra's Assassin could potentially, after it levels up, just destroy my Heritage Druid, I think. Is this card good against elves? We'll find out. Okay, so he kills my Heritage Druid. I think yeah, he could be the surprising tech against me. God, okay, so not hitting lands is really not a fun time. So let's go combat. Go attacking with Nettle Sentinel. Second main, Nettle Sentinel. Always yield to Nettle Sentinel trigger. So, boop. And then... Yes. Inquisition of Kozilek, okay. So he can get anything out of my hand he wants. In that awkward moment where, like, I have nothing main board to deal with a Goldra's Assassin. I really don't. The deck has very little interaction with your opponent's creatures main board. As you did see in the preview video, or in the first part of the video, I do have quite a few things that could just take out a Goldra's Assassin, or just most small creatures. Yeah, that's reasonable. I'm not close to casting either of these two, so... No, a land off the top still doesn't do anything for me, but I still would love a land off the top. It'd be nice. Okay. So, let's attack. Because yeah, he's hurting my Nettle Sentinels, but he's lag. Sorry, he's hurting my Nettle Sentinels, but at the same time, he's not progressing his game at all. Okay, that's gonna help. And I'll go ahead and play a Mystic to untap my Nettle Sentinels and give him something else to kill to the Goldra's Assassin, other than Nettle Sentinels. And the problem is, if I'm not mistaken, his little 4 version does -4/-4. Which I could be wrong. I have not played against the Goldra's Assassin for quite a while. Yeah, this is where it's going to start getting bad. But this is something that happens when you're running a very low mana count deck. There are just going to be times when you don't hit your mana sources. And playing elves, you rely on your mana dorks to actually do a lot for you. Alright. Yeah, I don't think... I'm actually going to go ahead and concede here. Just because at this point I'm a little bit too far behind. So I think I bring in Abrupt Decays. And I think I bring in some quantity of Fatal Pushes. To fit that... let's go down a Steel Leaf Champion, a single Lead the Stampede. Oh, let's go down Steel Leaf Champion, 2 Lead the Stampedes. Let's go on 2 Steel Leaves. Yeah. So I went down 2 Steel Leaf Champions, 2 Lead the Stampedes for 2 Fatal Pushes and 2 Abrupt Decays. And the reason that you go down a number of Lead the Stampedes is as you start taking cards out of your deck. So as you're potentially taking creatures out of your deck, or adding in more instants and sorceries, Abrupt Decay and Lead the Stampede and Collecting Company become worse. Okay, this is a much nicer hand. Yes, we'll keep this. Alright, so he knows what I'm playing, so I'm not even going to try to do the stealthy thing. So let's go ahead and reveal my Elvish Mystic. Green, Elvish Mystic. Pass turn. Okay, no Inquisition, no anything. That's good. Blooming Marsh. Let's go ahead and try to put some pressure on here. Heritage Druid. Activate Heritage Druid. Tap these 3 for Nazuri. Okay. Death Touch Vampire. That's fine. He will be dispatched rather quickly. I don't necessarily want to use an Abrupt Decay on him, but at the same time, it seems like the correct play. So I'm going to go ahead and just Abrupt Decay the Aetherborn to keep him from getting a foothold. And then Dwynen's Elite. Get another guy. Move to combat. Attack with all my dudes I can. So it's going to be 4U. Take a point down to 16, and pass turn. See, this is a lot closer to what the deck wants to do. Now, I am Hellbent currently, so we'll see what the top of the deck has in store. I would love the top deck of Coco next turn. That'd be amazing. I want to see what he plays. Because having Nazuri out, if he plays another creature with Death Touch, or another creature to interact with our guys and destroy them, Azori's Regenerate ability is just stupid good. I mean, of course it's stupid good, but yeah, so now it makes it to where he's going to be gaining life through the Death Touch trigger, or I'm sorry, through the lifelink trigger, but the Death Touch does nothing if I choose for it not to. So I'm just going to play that. He's 16. I can generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can overrun and then hang back with an Elvish Mystic to potentially regen whatever's blocked. I think that's the play. So let's go ahead and just do that. And if he has the removal, he has the removal. Like there's not a huge amount of things I can do about that. Begin combat. Go attacking. With everyone except for Elvish Mystic. What's I'm actually saying here? So he's going to gain 2. I'm hitting for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 20, 21, 22. He blocks one of the 5s, gains 2, so it takes him to 8. Yeah, that wouldn't kill him if I swung all out. So, yeah, I think this is the correct line. Because just being able to generate whatever he blocks keeps my board presence as high as possible. Okay, so Fatal Pushing a Dwynen's Elite. So here's the thing. So he's going to block Azuri. I think regening. He did save himself 5 damage by doing that too. So he blocks Azuri. Yep. So it takes him down to 8. What's he got? All creatures get -3/-3. You may cast this card with -3 less. Alright. So, let's see how he does against this. He probably just got a removal spell for it. Yeah. Only thing we can do is just keep trying to play guys. Until I end up hitting a Coco, because I've got him low. He's only got 2 cards in hand. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play the Blooming Marsh tapped. combat. Proceeding with the Elvish Archdruid beatdown. Land. I'm hoping he's just got land in hand. Okay, so an Abrupt Decay, so that's going to be a good thing on the defense if he does try to get a threat down. Attack again. He's on a little block. It's definitely something. Like, we're still looking good. Like, we've got plenty of ways to get back into it and interact. So let's go ahead and attack again with Archdruid. Another neat interaction, too, with Nettle Sentinel is Abrupt Decay will trigger Nettle Sentinels on tap. So if it does end up getting to where that's relevant, that is a nice bonus for that. Cool! Archdruid beatdown got us there, guys. Alright, so he does have some mass removal, which we are literally worthless against. So I think he may have actually taken out a few of his guys, so we're going to go down Fatal Pushes, and I actually like the idea of bringing in Shaper Sanctuaries. He is running a bunch of targeted removal, so a Shaper Sanctuary could go a long way to getting us back into it, and there's one turn one, and 2 Collected Companies. Okay, so this is a bit of a slower hand, but I like it. I think I keep this. I mean, worst case scenario, I Pendlehaven with my Heritage Druid and start smacking in for 2. It's like best case scenario, I played Dwynen's Lead. No, so let's go ahead and... Pendlehaven. Shaper's Sanctuary. Just so we go ahead and have that down. So for those of you who didn't actually see what this does, when a creature you control becomes targeted by a spell or ability that your opponent controls, you may draw a card. So it's a really good way to help us recover from that direct, the direct removal that can come down. On this Real Heritage Druid, because that's who we're casting. Yeah, this is a much slower hand than what the other one was, but it's got some good power to it with the 2 Collected Companies, and the Shaper Sanctuary is gonna aid a lot in this. Okay. So I don't have a way to Coco this turn, so I think I honestly attack with Heritage Druid, try to get some damage in. So I'm gonna make my Heritage Druid a 2/3. Squeeze a little more damage through, and then we will go ahead and Llanowar Elf. Another thing I'm going to try to do this game, because I know he's got the board wipes, which I mean I knew he would, he's playing mono black. Kalitas. That card is good, and will be problematic. Okay, Blooming Marsh, just in time to come into play tapped, but we do have a Coco. This is a board state. Let's go ahead and I honestly think we just Coco while he's tapped out. Which this may be the wrong choice. Collected Company during his main phase, or during his phase in response, something could be the better play. But it got us in Azurian to Dwynen's Elite. Dwynen's Elite's going to populate us up another dude. So, at the very least, we can block and regenerate. Because it would be block with any of my elves, tap 3 guys. Oh, okay. So, that's a board wipe. That doesn't hurt his Kalitas. Yeah, seems good. And he's choosing to cast something. Yep. That's a good board state you got there, sir. Completely subverts Shaper Sanctuary as well. Okay. But, we have the tools to try to get back into it. Now, if he has another one of those, there's not a whole lot I can do. Just in all seriousness, if he has another one of those board wipes. But at the same time, another one of those board wipes doesn't actually benefit him to cast. So. I now have a 5-4 though, which is bigger than anything he has. Even though Death Touch is the great equalizer. I'm gonna be honest. I did not expect to play against the vampire zombie deck. I really didn't. So he's attacking. More than likely, he's got a trick, but I have to try to kill Kalitas. Let me see his ability. So it's 3 mana. He gets +1/+1. So he'd have to do that twice, which he can't. Oh no, I'm sorry. He has to do it once. I think I just block one of the zombies. And I'm just gonna let him smack me because right now I don't really have the greatest of benefits here. Fatal pushing, targeting him. Yes, I draw off Shaper Sanctuary to an Archdruid. Okay. Okay, I think this is slipping away from me here. Go ahead and play Heritage Druid. Archdruid. Yeah, I think he's just got too much on board. Yeah, that's it. GG. Yeah, just a lot, just too much stuff in play. Like Kalitas is really, really good. We're gonna go ahead and try another one. Alright, everyone. Going into game 2, trying to redeem ourselves after a 1-2 loss against Mono Black Vampires, which is something that was a little surprising. This hand is pretty good. I like it. I have a couple paths I could potentially go. Looks like we're going to be on the draw again, and looks like we were against Tron. Looks like red-green Tron, more than likely, just from the chromatic sphere. I would be very surprised if it was anything other than. So let's go ahead and Blooming Marsh into Llanowar Elves. So the big thing with this is speed. We need to get up under him as quickly as possible. And start doing some damage. So I actually think I'm going to go for Steel Leaf on turn 2. And turn 3 I can still collect a company. Which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and play the Palace. I'm going to reveal Steel Leaf Champion. Green, green, green. Steel Leaf Champion. Alright, so he's got Tower, Power Plant. Is he going to Karn me? Oh, okay, so he's got Tron. Oh, he's going to O-Stone. Ooh, okay. So he can't quite activate O-Stone this turn. He will next turn, though. So I think it's bash in. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play a land and then swing. Because it still kind of has to, depending on what he's got, right? So, tac. Obviously no blocks. Make our Llanowar Elf a little bigger. So attack for 7 on turn 3. Seems decent. In my experience with this deck, Tron can be hit or miss as far as matchups go. It really just kind of depends on what they have to play with. That is a thing they have to play with. The thing we all knew would happen. So no, I actually don't know if I can win against this. I think the play is to pass turn and then try to collect a company in step and then be able to retaliate and kill Ugin. I'd have to be able to deal 9 to him though, because he's gonna plus in this turn. There's no reason to do anything else. Probably gonna go expedition map for a tower. For his land for turn. Oh, Sanctum of Ugin, okay. Well, yeah, that seems good too. Ow. Alright, 17. So, at the end step... let's go ahead and collect the company. I think Shaman, Nettle Sentinel. Not the greatest hit it could have had. But, still poked a few. Bloom Marshal mentally tapped. So he's... So I can prevent him from being able to actually Ugin my guys away, but that doesn't mean he can't just O-Stone. If I had an Archdruid, I'd just slam it and kill Ugin. Like, just, you know, that's... in my mind, that's the correct play. What's he got? Cracking the O-Stone now? Okay. Makes sense. Second main, let's go ahead and repopulate. Because he may just have another Ugin, which if he does, I'm dead. But I'm going to try to go a little bit hard here. Looks like this could be the complete wrong line of play, but if he doesn't have a way to wipe the board, I think it is the correct line. Just because it sets me up to be able to potentially just kill him next turn. And I still have a red up to regenerate, so I can at least regenerate one of my guys. He's got another, yeah, he's got another Ugin. Yeah, he's got another Ugin. I figured, but at the same time, I kind of had to. Because at this point in the game, every turn that progresses, the likelihood of me winning goes down. And I'm not talking by a little bit, I mean it substantially goes down. Yeah, it's just, that's super good. Go ahead and concede it to Tron on this one. Yeah, that was super fast. So how do we do this? Nature's Claim doesn't do anything. I don't really have any good main board. I don't have any good cards at all against Tron, actually, it looks like. So I'm going to take out the lead Stampedes for Thought Seizes with the idea of I can potentially rip something out of his hand. Yeah. So potentially the Dampening Sphere plan may be good, but I don't like Dampening Sphere in my deck. A lot of people look at it, the new card out of Dominaria, I may be saying the wrong card, but the new card out of Dominaria, whenever land would tap for more than 1 mana, it then produces a colorless mana instead. So that shuts Tron down. It also helps shut down Storm, because anytime you would play a card for each additional spell you play, you have to pay 1 mana for it. So, okay, Thoughtseize is really good. But with that being said, though, I play a lot of dudes in a turn. So, Dampening Sphere hurts me probably, like, honestly, probably more than it does Tron. Even though I'm shutting off their lands, I'm doing nothing. And the fact that I'm doing nothing is almost worse than him doing nothing, if that makes sense. Because eventually he could draw out of it. Whereas for my Dampening Sphere, as long as it's in play, I can't affect anything. So he's got Power Plant and Mine. I've got to get rid of Ancient Stirrings. Sphere away, my friend. Blooming Marsh. Once again, trying to stay on the aggressive plan, we're going to drop 2 Nettle Sentinels. I'm hoping he didn't draw into another Ancient Stirrings, because that could just be very bad for me. Okay. So, land. Attack with all. Because remember, we are the beatdown here. Let's go. It's Winans Elite. Yes. Yes. Elvish Mystic. Because next turn I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've got 14 damage next turn. Potentially. Possibly more, depending. So, okay, so he's played his Sanctum. I've been debating trying to playtest Jund Elves. I don't know. Ooh, okay, that could be really good. In combat. Flare attacks. Attack with all creatures, except for Elvish Mystic. Let's go ahead and collect company before damage. Either he board wipes or I win next turn. And I played the Steely Champions to make myself resilient to any anger of the gods, as if you're curious as to why I didn't play the Dwine's Elite. Because if I'm looking strictly at Shaman of the Pack damage, Dwine's Elite would have been the better choice. There's his tower. So we're going to see an Ugin. So he would have had to draw into one, which is, you know, it's a possibility. He's got 8 mana. Because it's not a Karn, because if it was a Karn, he wouldn't have to tap the Sanctum at all. Warping Wheel. Okay. Wormcoil Engine. Okay. That is a card that does things. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, this is going to completely nullify whatever lifelink he gets. So, okay, so let's math this. Let's be smart. So, if I move to combat, he's going to gain 6. So, he's going to be at 15. So, I'm going to get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So, I've got damage here. I've got him dead, I think. Pretty sure all I have to do is go attacking. Just attack with all. Yeah. Yep. And then second main, black, green, 1, Shaman of the Pack. We're going to untap Manila Sentinels just for funsies, and Shaman kills. Alright. Let's go boarding again. Alright, cool. We made the dream happen on that one, guys. So that was a nice aggressive start, and I actually do think that Thoughtseize was really good there. I don't think I want to change anything going into Game 3. Let's just see what happens. I do think Thoughtseize for the Ancient Grows potentially stopped him from something, but, you know. Okay, so I don't have a Thoughtseize, don't have much in this hand, actually. Got a Coco. I can Coco on turn 3. but I don't know if that's actually good enough. I think I need to be more aggressive. I'm gonna mulligan it. We'll see what happens. All right, well I mulliganed it and it got worse. If I draw a black source is fine. I can't mulligan again. I have to put that on the bottom. I need a black green land or my swamp. I have a lone swamp in the deck for those times when you're getting Path to Exile. Okay, Nettle Sentinel. It's not awful. Let's go ahead and actually start with Nettle Sentinel to stay aggressive. Because next turn I can land War Elf. Which if I draw a black source, my hand gets decidedly better. But that's one thing with any deck like this, because this is an aggro deck, so it's an aggro deck, but it also functions kind of like a combo deck. It's like a weird in between. So you're gonna have those awkward hands that aren't going to be good enough for what you're doing, and you're gonna have to make those decisions. I decided to mulligan. There was a huge argument on not doing that in my case. And it may have just been the incorrect decision. I fully accept that as a possibility. But it's what it did. We'll own it. So smack for 2. Second main, we're gonna go land War Elf. That's all we can do. Yep, that's how that works. All's dust. Alright. Well, that hurts significantly. So he now has Tron. Yep. Let's give it one more turn before I scoop. Yeah, that is the one area of the game that I think, bar none, I need to work on more than anything else, is knowing when to and when not to sideboard. Or not sideboard, when to and when not to mulligan. 100%, that is my biggest weakness. Yep. I tend to get greedy. I tend to have those moments where it's like, well, if I just get this, I'll be fine. And it just doesn't tend to work out most days. So, yeah, no. Alright, so we are at 2 losses currently. At least we're going to game 3 each time, right? Let's see, this video's 30 minutes. Let's try one more. Let's do one more, guys. Alright, guys and gals, we're going again. This is game 3 of the league. Right now we are zip for wins right now. Playing Green Black Elves. Let's see here. I keep this. So I'm making it. Here's my resolution. I put a sticky note on my monitor that says, "Do not mulligan lands with hands with lands." And I got them mixed up. I'm slightly dyslexic. So the yeah, I was just thinking about the last game. I got greedy. But even then, though, he had a really strong hand, it felt like. At least I was on the receiving end of it. So I'm not sure if the original hand I got could have done it. Really? Another Tron deck? I don't know if the hand that I started with could have actually pulled that out. So it was one of those things to where maybe in some place somewhere there was a way out of that. But I don't see it. So let's go ahead and try to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Oh, be aggressive. Be elfin aggressive. Yeah. Alright. So we get a chance. No, look, this is positive, guys. We get a chance to redeem ourselves against Tron. And he's got Tron whenever he wants it. He's got Tron whenever he wants it. He's going to have Tron next turn. So I've got to just do as much as I can to him this turn. At least that's how I'm interpreting this. And an Archdruid's going to go a long way to helping me do that. Because Tron's all well and good. If he doesn't have anything to do with it, then it may be a moot point. Because he can't drop an Ugin next turn, which is the card I'm most afraid of. Because Oblivion Stone doesn't do it. So let's go attack. Take your opponent to 11. If he doesn't wipe my board, I win next turn. Like, if he doesn't assemble some sort of, like, very reasonable threat, I just win next turn. Okay. If he's smart, he'll take the Blooming Marsh. That's my opinion. Okay, that's fine. Well, not necessarily. Okay, so never mind. Knowing what I have, the Blooming Marsh would have been the good thing, but he would have just died. So okay, so he's at 11. I can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take him down to 6. Play Shaman. Take him to 1. Or I kill Karn, which is important. I think that's what I do. Let's go and go to combat. So you go at Karn and take your buddy with you. You two... Wait, no. Don't attack. You go at the player. You go at player. So yeah, we'll kill Karn. Because letting Karn live is the wrong play no matter which way you look at it. Go and play the Marsh because it'll come into play tapped. And then I think we just go ahead and lead the Stampede. Yes, please. Super good. Lead the Stampede. The best draw spell in Modern. Like, it feels like that in this deck, man. Like, think about it. We just drew... Like, for 3 mana, drew 4 cards. Like, Blue wishes they could do that on a consistent basis. Okay, Oblivion Stone, which he can activate Oblivion Stone, which is, you know, very good for him. He's gonna let me take my turn first, because he's a gentleman. That's why. Alright. Let's go attack. Make him do it. Yup. Boosh. Bye, board state. you were nice while I had you. All right. So the main problem I actually have now is I've got too many big things. Let's go ahead and do this. Repopulate after the O-Stone, which we all knew was going to happen. All right, pass turn. We're not in a bad spot. We are genuinely not in a bad spot, because he has to. With the hand that I've got and knowing what the deck can do, I still haven't hit a Collected Company yet. I still have, you know, so the deck can be fine. Okay, exile 2 permanents. So wonder what he's targeting. It's probably gonna just be my creatures. That'd be a safe bet. We're not dead yet. We're really close, but we are not dead yet. So let's go. Landwar Elves. Elvish Archdruid. Because what we're trying to do, I'm trying to set up a turn where I can get him low enough that a Shaman of the Pack can finish him. And that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt very badly. I got the O-Stone. I don't think he's gonna play it. Well, okay, so he could play it as an insurance policy because he's gonna be able to get me to 10 because I'm not blocking. Yeah, I know. 20 cards going out of my deck. I think if I were him, I'd play the O-Stone as a backup. Yeah. Yep. I think he's got it, but I can try to force him to O-Stone. Like, that's, you know. So, let's see what he hit. He only hit 1 Collected Company, it looks like. Yeah, he only hit 1 Collected Company. Okay, Nettle Sentinel. Play Nettle Sentinel. So, I've got 3 guys. He can O-Stone in response to Shaman of the Pack. So if I go tap that for 3, I can play both my Shaman this turn, which, like I say, he'll O-Stone in response. He's got 3 cards in hand. And the question is, do I attack with the Archdruid? Like, that's the question. Because he's only going to O-Stone if I can kill him. So if I attack with the Landwar Elf, he goes to 7. Then... Yeah, so that's... Yeah, okay. So... in combat. Go attack. Yeah, him finding the Oblivion Stone put us kind of far out from being able to do anything. I just completely tapped that wrong. I'm so sorry. Talking and playing Magic, man, it's hard. It's hard when you're on Moto. There's no take backsies. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot tougher. No, he's thinking about it though, because he sees I've got mana up. There he goes. Okay. So that was a misplay on my part, but it still achieved the goal I wanted. And that is indestructible, of course. So let's go ahead and concede. I'm sitting here acting like, yeah, it's gonna kill his Ulamog. No, it's not. No, it's not, Jake. So the misplay did actually technically kill me there, but I think I was dead no matter what. So, same sideboard idea, I guess. Let's go ahead and move Nature comes over. Let's grab some Thoughtseize. And actually, we go down Dwyne's Elite, 1 Collecting Company, and 1 Lead Stampede. I think that's what we do. Well, let me rephrase that. That's what I'm doing. Playing first. I don't think this hand qualifies to my keep hands with lands category. But once again, if I draw a land, I win. Like, so, or not necessarily win. If I draw a land, I'm in a great spot. Because I can go turn 1 Heritage Druid, turn 2 Dwyne's Elite into Steelleaf Champion, which would be bonkers. Screw it, let's try it. We're already not favored in this matchup anyway, so. This is just a friendly league, right? It's only meant to be mildly soul-crushing. I think this is just proof that I need to be out of elves. it's and it's actually weird because so one thing that not a lot of people realize when I talk to them one-on-one, at least it feels that way, is that the Magic Online metagame versus the paper metagame, even when you go to like Grand Prix and higher end tournaments and things. Okay, that's could be worse. Still not great, but could be worse. Smack you in the face. Get in there. But no, so the metagame, even at higher end tournaments, and what's on Magic Online are completely different most of the time. Very seldomly do they converge. So, and like I said, my local meta, Elves is not an awful choice. It's also a good and one thing about Elves too, in its favor, it's a good budget deck. The games that you win with Elves, you just win. Like there's, it's pretty much an uncontested thing. Alright, what you got for the Ancient Stirrings? Alright, so he pulled another mine, okay. Cool, alright. So, let's go boom boom, Dwyne's Elite. Get a guy. Activate one of the Heritage Druids. Tappy, tappy, tappy. Flip 3 mana. Steel Leaf. Attack with the 1 Heritage Druid who did not tap. Cool. That's called drawing out of a bad opener, kids. In case you're curious. Because it actually opens us up to our Shamans. So he does have Tron now. Warm Coil Engine. Okay. That'll work. That's a card that does stuff. Certainly is. Another black mana would be okay. Well, I mean, another mana would be okay, but, of course. But Collected Company would be fun, too. You are not a black mana or Collected Company. You've let me down. Okay, so let's see what happens. I don't think I go on the attack right now. But I don't think he can afford to go on the attack either. But the longer, like I said, the longer the game goes, the worse off I get. So 1, 2. So if I do go attacking, I attack with, say, these two, just as an example. He takes 2, goes to 16. I don't think it's enough. I think I have to try to go wide, as much as I don't think that's actually the best option for me. So let's play another Steel Leaf. Elvish Mystic. And I think I pass. If he doesn't wipe the board, I can set up a pretty big shaman. Well then. Yeah, I'm not gonna make him play it out. Yep, can't deal with the board wipes, guys. Can't deal with it. Yeah, so that's three in a row. That one I didn't even get to dig. We need to go to game 3. So I'm gonna stop it here. I am officially out of potential prizes because you have to win. Well, not necessarily. I can win play points, but you have to win at least 3 games to get any of the treasure packs. I'm actually probably going to just go ahead and call it. That was a pretty abysmal performance. I honestly think at this point, because I've been going back and forth on whether or not I should keep elves on Magic Online for a while, or if I should diversify into something else. And I'm thinking after today, I think I'm looking at going into probably Gift Storm, which would be every bit as hilarious as you think it would be. Watching me play Storm. I want anyone out there who's seen some of my other videos knows that I like to misclick and misplay. Watching me play Storm would be a treat. But at the same time, though, that would be an amazing way for me to learn how to play Storm. Playing it in literally the hardest setting to play the deck. Would be honestly kind of an astonishing thing. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate anybody who does take the time to watch these videos. Have a wonderful evening, and I do hope that you will come back and watch me again. If you like the videos, please like them. If you would like to see some more from me, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing some non-Magic the Gathering related videos probably sometime tomorrow. I will start doing one. It's actually my wife of all people wants me to start doing a playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, which is one I've never actually played. So we're gonna go and we're gonna record that as I go. That's gonna be fun. So thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful evening. I look forward to seeing you again.